Hi guys, it's Mina, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 guilty pleasure films. For those who don't know what a guilty pleasure is, it's something you enjoy but then you feel, something that you really enjoy but you actually feel guilty enjoying it. So I bet a lot of you guys have those guilty pleasures, like some of you like chocolate even though you're not supposed to eat it, even though you feel guilty for enjoying it. Or you like candy and you feel guilty for enjoying it, but you love it anyway. I bet a lot of you guys have those guilty pleasures. So today I'm going to talk about these my top 10 guilty pleasure films. These are films that I feel guilty for enjoying, and I'm going to tell you guys why in for each movie. Why I feel guilty for enjoying them, and I'm going to get started. So number 1 on my list would have to be Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Now, I do have a review up for Beverly Hills Chihuahua, and if you're interested in that review, I will link it down below. So the reason I love Beverly Hills Chihuahua, is one of my favorite movies, but I feel guilty enjoying it because, I don't know if you guys heard this story before, but I mentioned this in my Beverly Hills Chihuahua review, that when this movie first came out, a lot of people got Chihuahuas because of this movie, and then they threw them back in the pound. Isn't that depressing? Who would do that to a little dog? I mean, I would never do that. If I want a dog, I'll just get it because I love the dog. I want the dog. I do not want to get it because of a movie. I don't want to end up like those people who wanted the dog and then just threw it back in the pound. Isn't that depressing? Number 2 on my list would have to be The Fox and the Hound, and The Fox and the Hound is one guilty pleasure for me, because even though the mom dies in that movie, I enjoy the movie because, even though the mom dies in the movie, I don't enjoy it because of that. I enjoy it because the friendship between the two main characters and how they bond together, it's so cute. That's the only reason I enjoy it. But I feel guilty because the mom for watching it because the mom dies, and it's kind of a sad movie just because like what goes on, and the fox doesn't know what's going on, but as he grows up he starts to realize it. Number 3 on my list would have to be Bambi. Now, a lot of you guys know that Bambi is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, and a lot of you probably think I'm crazy because I know a lot of people say that Bambi's sad, but I think it's got a great story about a deer's life and what he learns as he's growing up. That's what I like about Bambi, is like I love to see what he likes to learn as he's growing up and what he sees and how he learns it. I think it's really interesting, the way he looks at things and the way he wants to learn about things. That's why and the reason I feel guilty for enjoying it is because it's kind of sad, especially in the middle of the scene where his mom gets shot. I find that really sad, and I bet a lot of you guys find that sad too, but yeah, that's why I feel guilty enjoying it. Number 4 on my list would have to be The Lion King. Now, Lion King is one that me and my 2 siblings all grew up with. I only have 2 siblings, just so you guys know. We all love The Lion King. It's one of our favorites. I think my cousins watched it a lot when they were little. I don't know. This is one movie that's a guilty pleasure for me because it's also sad, especially when the dad gets killed. Well, I enjoy it because it's cute. It's got animals in it, and it's got a lot of singing, and it's got a lot of songs, and I know practically all the songs by heart because I watched it probably 50 billion times as a kid. I just feel guilty enjoying it because the middle of the scene where the dad dies. I know it's really sad. My mom complains about that too. She always complains how me and my sister watch the movies where the parents die. She goes, "Why do you always watch the films where the parents die?" I know. I kind of feel guilty enjoying it. Number 6 on my list would have to be Dumbo. Now, Dumbo was one I overplayed throughout my childhood. I love Dumbo so much because it's cute, it's got little animals, and I love the friendship that I love that he bonds a friendship with the mouse Timothy at the end of the movie. I like the movie, and even though elephants are supposed to be afraid of mice, it's kind of like a joke, which is pretty funny. And it's pretty much true that elephants are afraid of mice. I watched it on an episode of Mythbusters, and I figured it out. Figured out because they're afraid of stepping on them. And I think it's pretty cute how the two friends bond. I just feel guilty enjoying it because Dumbo's mom gets kidnapped and she's not seen until the end of the movie, and I feel guilty enjoying it. I don't enjoy it because of that. I just enjoy it because of the bond of friendship between the two characters. But I felt guilty watching it, all the time because of the mom getting kidnapped and placed in chains. Number 7 on my list would have to be the live-action version of 101 Dalmatians. Now that one, I like this one 10 times better than the animated version. Don't get me wrong, I think the animated version's cute, but I just prefer this one better because I like the story better. I feel guilty for enjoying this one because this is the same thing that happened with Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Was when this movie came out. I mentioned this in my animal tag video as well. Not animal tag, top 10 animal movies video. I'm sorry, I meant to say that. I mentioned this in my top 10 animal movies video. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. Is that when this movie first came out, people got Dalmatians because of this movie and then threw them back in the pound. I know, it's really sad, and I feel guilty enjoying it, even though that happened to those poor Dalmatians. I feel so bad. And I bet a lot of you guys know if I told you this, to get the dog because you want the dog, not because of the movie, because you don't want to be stupid like those people who ended up being bad people because they threw those dogs back in the pound. Number 8 on my list would have to be The Master of Disguise. Now, The Master of Disguise is one movie that's so stupid that it cracked me up. And this is mentioned in my top 10 chemo movies. And if you're interested in that video, I will link it down below. Also, my top 10 comedy movies. And if you're interested in that video, that'll be linked down below. And then if you're also interested in my top 10 chemo movies, which is this is mentioned in, I will link that down below as well. I feel guilty enjoying it because it made me laugh all the time, and my mom and dad thought it was a stupid movie. It just cracked me up so much. I wanted to see it because even though it was stupid, it just constantly made me laugh so hard. It was like it's one of those stupid movies that make you laugh, and I bet a lot of you guys have those stupid movies that make you laugh a lot. And I feel guilty enjoying it just because it's a stupid movie that a lot of people wouldn't seem to like, but I enjoy it. And everybody has different opinions, like I always say. Number 9 on my list would have to be The Lorax. Now, The Lorax is one guilty pleasure film I feel guilty enjoying. Because it was all about cutting. A lot of people complain how it's all about cutting down trees, and it was banned by some kind of. The book was banned from the United States by some kind of forestry industry due to the tree chopping, and I do feel guilty enjoying it. I just enjoy it because of the story. I don't like any of the songs except for the last one. I don't know why. I thought they were good at first, but then after watching it one more time, I cannot stand them. But I just feel guilty enjoying it because of the tree chopping issue that was going on when the book was first made and it was banned in the United States. I just feel guilty for that. Number 10 on my list would have to be Shiloh. Now, Shiloh is one of my favorite movies and books. I actually read the book for a book report for school in the 5th grade, and then I watched the movie. Now, I feel guilty for enjoying it because it involves a dog getting beat, but it just makes me happy to see the dog go to a new home. And sorry if I give it away for those who haven't seen it. I feel guilty about that because the dog is beat and he's going through a tough time, like his owner hurting him and everything. And he beats him, he doesn't feed him, and doesn't take care of him. I feel bad enjoying it, the reason I like Shiloh is because it shows a bond between a boy and a dog, which I really like, and I love watching those movies that have bonds between dogs and their new owners, or dogs and people. And I like how he goes to a new home at the end and with a nicer owner. Okay, so those are my top 10 guilty pleasure movies. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests, please leave them down below. And I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye!